clap. Nice. Okay, so Sindre, the only repeat guest
Oh shit!
on the podcast.
Am I the first one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, shit.
I'll
Honored.
make sure you're
to be-
the only one. Careful
like
rings, man. You put rings on my desk, I'll kick your ass.
Oh shit!
That magazine, have you seen that?
What is this?
If you
With the frozen berry card?
yeah,
With Monica?
how rad is that? On the first page
Really?
in Elle magazine.
Oh shit!
I finally made it.
This has made it becoming huge, man.
I said first page, and you start on the last page and go backwards. Wow!
I
How
thought you
dare
meant front page.
No. Back of the front and second. How rad is that?
It's very cool.
We took that on accident. Like
Very cool.
It wasn't commissioned. Nobody planned it. And
Actually, I like the fact that she's not highlighted as well.
yeah,
It's sort of blurry and like in action, and the car is all centered.
Yeah.
But she's a part of it.
yeah,
As well.
that was the idea.
Yeah.
But you know what's super frustrating is I was proud of the photo. I was super stoked, and then Porsche reached out, Porsche Norway, and was
Yeah.
like,
Can
can we use it?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, cool, we need it flipped because that works better for our ad. And I was like, yeah, there's no problem. So I hit the flip horizontal, and I remembered that the car becomes a left-hand drive car or a right-hand drive car.
Yeah.
So
it
I
flips
had
around.
I had to Photoshop the wheel onto the other side of the car.
What?
I had to
Did you actually
Photoshop
do
the
that?
license plate,
Yeah, license plates, obviously.
all the sensors. I had to Photoshop on the other side. Everything. The logo I had to flip. And when you flip the logo, you have to like squeeze it until it works again. It was a disaster. I was just sitting in a
sounds
hotel
like
room.
A lot of work.
It was brutal. I had COVID and I was sitting in a hotel room just like, fuck. But they bought 3 more from that shoot. So I'm curious to see where they end up. I have no idea.
I actually sold a Taycan Frozen Berry, new one.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest spec I've ever sold.
Okay. Why?
It was let's start. It was a Taycan base, so it's the rear wheel drive one, which is quite nice actually.
Yep.
Gives you a bit longer range and stuff, and
It's more fun as well.
it actually is
Yeah.
better steering feel as well. But the inside of it, here comes the big part.
Okay.
So this was like a really budget build.
Yeah.
So it's quite low in terms of the value of it. But they went for like the best interior, Olea club leather interior,
Okay.
in full brown,
In brown.
completely brown.
Frozen berry exterior and brown interior.
Yes, fully brown, everything, roof.
How can you let them do
floor
that?
mats. I love it. Was so.
Why do you
personalized.
like brown?
even the seat belts are brown?
No, it's such
Yes.
bad taste.
Yes,
That's
and-
disgusting.
And they went for the coolest wheels, the exclusive design 21-inch wheels
Okay.
in frozen berry.
Oh, so they have
Painted
matching
in.
wheels.
Yes,
That's rad.
that was actually quite cool. It's not my personal taste, of course it isn't, but
Yeah.
but it's their personal taste, and that's why it's cool.
Yeah, but
It's so weird.
that doesn't make it cool. Is objective. Cool is objective, and brown is objectively not cool. Not
Brown.
anymore.
Brown is the color of 2022, man. Just wait and see.
What a compliment. I feel like we worked so hard to get here. We put so much effort into getting rid of Trump, into getting out of COVID, and then now working our way out of a war, and you're going to reward us with brown as the color.
Yes,
of 2022.
that's my gift for the world. Yeah, that car.
How dare you?
So I actually had to warn the guys, two guys, a couple actually,
Yeah.
really cool couple. I had to warn them a couple of times, like this shit is not gonna be easy to sell.
Oh, that's so rough to
But,
hear.
yeah, I just had to say, like, I had to be upfront with it. You're like,
Did they ever question it?
no.
No.
I was like, no, this is what we're doing.
They wanted pink and brown.
Actually, in addition to the brown interior, they went for like the accent package. You know what that is?
No.
Like all the metal inside,
Yeah.
like on the steering wheel, on the air vents, everything like that. Gold.
Gold.
Yeah, like really bright gold.
Brown and gold inside and pink outside.
Yeah,
It's a disaster.
yeah, it's the weirdest car I've ever spec'd, but that's what they wanted, and I was like, they were fine with it not being able to sell it
Yeah.
because they want to have it for like 5+ years at least. So okay, fine, let's do it.
Jesus. Yeah, but after 5 years, I mean, There's no chance.
You could just take it straight to the scrapyard.
That's a 300,000 kroner car after 5 years. Jesus, what's wrong with some people?
But my point here was actually that these guys have seen the video with Monica.
Oh yeah,
and the picture of Monica.
Ooh.
Because
How'd they see the video?
I think they found it on social media, and actually I think they followed Monica as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was obviously she was tagged or something in that.
Yeah.
And then of course they saw this.
Oh.
One of the guys I think reads Elle magazine, so yeah, you basically saw it there.
She's a great ambassador.
Yeah, she actually
for the brand.
Is. Yeah,
she might not have like the biggest following, but she is so passionate about that.
You don't need the biggest following. That's not how you measure it. It's like her values seems quite good, and she's excited, and she's just something new.
Yeah.
In the Porsche world.
That's why I wanted to shoot with her.
Yeah.
There's so many girls who have Porsches and are around Porsches and take pictures with Porsches.
We don't see them.
And
Where the fuck are they?
Yeah, no, but the ones we see, it does not look like they own that car.
No, that's
it always looks like they're borrowing it and they're like leaning against it, and it's
and they're there for photo shoot or something like that. Yeah, definitely.
So the whole goal with that shoot was to make it look like she owned the car. So she drove it like she owned it.
Yep.
She walked around it like she owned it.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
And also the way she just held her key as well.
Yeah.
You can just see that she was comfortable with holding it in her hand.
Yep.
I like that.
Leaning into it, like having her arms actually rest on things.
Yeah, definitely.
It was strange when I was looking for inspiration for that shoot, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's not. Every time you search like girl with a car, it's so fake.
Yeah.
It's so fake.
Yeah.
We need
I think that's why Porsche Norway also wanted it, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be because we are trying to get more people invested into the brand and more girls invested into the brand, especially. I think there's a huge market there, which has basically not been tapped into because everyone is so used to like the regular Porsche customer being like a 50-year-old guy. Yeah. That's that's a stereotypical Porsche owner.
Yeah.
We need to get new people in.
Yeah.
To just make it fresh.
But now it's affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, like that base model Taycan is not. It's under $1 million.
Yep.
That's not that bad.
No, of course that's without heated seats and without shits, but without anything basically.
Yeah.
But you can spec it. Just add those basic things. And even the times you actually drive a very base spec car, you realize that you don't need that much equipment.
No.
It's still a fantastic car.
It drives like a Porsche.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Even the no options, it's good.
Yeah.
It's more than
it better be.
Yeah.
It's got the badge.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I saw the other day a Taycan GTS Sport Turismo for the first time in
color.
Person. Black.
I think I delivered that car.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Did you see the interior?
It was on red plates.
Yeah.
Still.
Sorry?
It was still on red plates.
Oh, so like test plates.
Yes, but the guy had bought it, and then the guy who was driving it was like driving it for his boss or something. There was some crazy story.
All right, so okay,
I can show you.
Then it wasn't the car that I delivered.
It had the ugliest rims. I will sell it out on that. But yeah, this one.
All right, those are not the good wheels now.
No, that.
But the Sport Aero, those are called.
Okay.
So what's the reg?
AFP 62.
I don't know.
No, but I did not want to admit this, but I will. That car looks better than the Cross Turismo.
You think so?
It looks better.
Yeah.
It looks sportier. It looks
because it's a GTS or
because it's a Sport Turismo.
Right.
Lower without the plastic.
Yeah.
It just looks sportier.
Yeah, it does. I would agree.
I like it a lot.
It depends on if you go for the rails or not. I think on a Sport Turismo you shouldn't go for the rails. I would say probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Keep
I think
it sporty.
Yeah, like when you go for the rails, you're moving towards the Cross Turismo world, basically.
Yeah. Just a lowered Cross Turismo.
Yeah. I think that the Cross Turismo looks really good in the Norwegian market as well.
I think so too. I love it.
It's a bit of a cliche to say, but it just looks so fucking Norwegian.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah,
it does.
It looks usable.
Speaking of Norwegian cars,
yes,
off-roaders.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Defender.
The Defender is.
Where are you going with that?
Oh man, it hit a wall. Not literally.
Okay, that's good.
No,
that's
but
good.
we hit a wall in terms of driving it. So the clutch the spigot bearing was making some strange noises, which is frustrating.
All right.
Because that is like a $1 part.
Yeah.
But it's deep in the heart.
Really hard to get to.
It's very tough to get to.
Yeah.
You got to squish wet bread in there and all kinds of weird shit. Land Rover people have the strangest solutions to problem. So
cool about it.
When it started making this noise and it was very recognizably that element, we were like, okay, if we're going to change that, let's just change the clutch. Because chances are we've been riding the clutch in the city super hard.
Yeah.
So we got this LOF power clutch. It's like the mid-range. Yeah, so the brand is called LOF, and they make 3 levels of clutch. They make like the street, the power, and then the extreme.
So LOF stands for lots of fun? Or?
I don't know. That's a good question. It should. Yeah. It's green too, which is cool, but I'll never be able to see it.
Green clutch?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point with a green clutch?
I don't know, but it's cool. Let me see if I can find it. So the issue was that since we were changing that spigot bearing, we just decided let's change the clutch. So we bought this one. See, green.
Shit. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Almost lizard green.
Lizard green. There you go. That's the Porsche in you coming out.
Yeah.
So we were like, fuck it. Okay, we took it to the shop. Do you know William at Bill Extra at Skoin or Extra at Skoin?
Actually, no.
Okay. And he's like everybody in the Land Rover Norway community recommended him. At the same, I posted in the club page on Facebook, and they like 10 people at once. Here's his number. Go call him. Okay, cool. He took a look at the car. I came back to pick it up, and he's like, "It looks good. I can see the clutch might be an issue. Also, there are no rear brakes." I was like, "What?" Like they're gone. They just disappeared.
I think on the Defender it's drums at the rear, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
I think it's discs.
It is a discs.
I think so.
Wow.
At least we bought discs.
So it's a car basically designed in the 30s, but it still has discs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
high performance.
He said it was just like metal calipers punching into metal discs and just
Didn't they
tearing itself apart.
Yeah, but didn't they make a sound?
No. Well, I started to notice a bit of a sound when we were braking at low speed, but I thought it was just rust on the brakes. I didn't think it was anything harder. Extra hard. So then he gave it back. I drove it home without braking, and I was just like, okay, that needs to be fixed. So we ordered brakes, clutch, and then we got carried away and we got drunk as
you do,
as you would when you're ordering car parts. And we ordered what else did we get? We got panoramic windows in the back.
Oh shit!
Which should look pretty gangster, I hope.
Instead of all the panels.
Yes. So let's see, Defender, panoramic glass, like this.
Shit.
Yeah. So
it's gonna look gangster.
It will look like. Oh my god, that's the smallest picture I could find.
Morning, guys.
Morning, guys.
Actually, it looks.
So it will look like that, and then maybe
it looks quite good.
Maybe we should tint this because ours is still clear. But
tinted windows on a Defender.
A little bit gangster. This guy still has the normal back window, but I think we got
the over the top of the spare.
Stop. I can hear him, but you can't. Yeah, he still has the normal back window, but we have the full window
looks
here.
Good. It looks a lot more like the new Defender.
Yes.
Actually it does.
Yeah, the new Defender has the same class.
Yeah. Wow. Shit.
So yeah, that's what it will look like.
How do you replace it? Is it just take out the panel or is it?
No, so you just take out the glass and glue it onto the panel. So the interior, I think it will still look the same.
Okay, that's weird.
Let's see if I can go back.
The back of it is just a frame, basically, isn't it?
Morning, guys.
Morning, guys. You'll hear that when this comes out. It's a funny voice. So yeah, it will still look the same.
Okay.
There's just no slider.
Yeah.
So the hope is that it looks gangster. The hope. We'll have to see. So we got that, and then he's also just sort of like we were missing some parts. We bought a lot of like the headlight surroundings are the series headlight surroundings. Yeah. Not the Defender ones. So we took all the plastic off and put metal on instead.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
I think it looks cooler. It's more like the twisted look.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're missing some of the backings to some of the screws. So he's just sort of filling in the gaps. Right. And he's also EU proving it. Hopefully.
What's EU approving it? What does that mean?
EU approving? So it's, I mean, cars, once they get to a certain age, they have to be re-EU approved.
All right. Yeah. Of course, I know what you're talking about.
I was going to say, how do you not? That's wild.
I work with cars and you don't know that. But I think that as a general rule, I think you should never buy car parts sober.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Agreed.
Because then you will end up with a lot cool car.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring when you buy them sober. You don't get shit.
Should
You're like, it sounds expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. We'll keep it black for now.
Yeah. You talked about painting it.
I want to.
Yeah.
Bahama Gold, I think.
Bahama Gold, that's actually really cool.
Bahama.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
Not in person, but
Shit.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's a series color, but
It
I
just
think
looks like a safari car.
Yeah, and we would keep the black, all the black details.
Actually looked quite good with white wheels.
I think so too. Like off-white, faded.
Yeah.
Damn. See, this is expensive.
There is a total legend living in Kjelsås, where I live.
Yeah.
Who owns actually one of those. I don't think it's Bahama, but it's definitely very yellow.
Okay.
It doesn't have a roof.
Okay.
Convertible Defender. But the 90, so it's a short one.
That's cool.
And he drives it with his girlfriend, and every time I see him with her, she's always with him.
Yeah.
So she's quite cool as well.
Okay.
Basically.
It's not sand, is it? Sand glow?
It was very yellow. No metallic, very flat yellow. School bus, if you get what I mean.
Really?
Yeah, school bus yellow.
Okay, that's good to know because
Yeah.
I wanted to paint it a color that was unique to Oslo.
Yeah.
But apparently there already is one.
Well, yeah, but not in the Bahama color.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not in the Bahama. But every time I see that couple, like he's always I've been seeing them in the winter and in the spring now, as it's still quite cold outside.
Yeah.
But he's like really, he has sunglasses, he's always cool. He has just a leather jacket, not anything like warm to wear. And his girlfriend is always sitting there like with all the clothes she could find at home. She's just sitting there like this, just freezing her.
Have you heard of this girl? Her name is Vilda Reese. And she has 2 Defenders.
Okay.
The one is this big black 110 with a camper on top. And then the other one, if I can find a photo of it somewhere, and I probably can't because I'm bad at this, is a sand-colored 90 that she named.
That's cool.
She named Sandy. That's
cool.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
And every time I do something to Defender, I ask her for advice along the way.
Yeah.
Because her parents grew up living out of them. So she spent her whole childhood living out of Defenders.
That's cool.
And now she took it over as her hobby.
Wow, shit.
It's rad.
That's really cool.
Wish I could find a picture of that car. Every time I want to find something like that,
I actually prefer the 90 to the 110.
It's a better car.
It might be, but
it's easier.
I like the style of it better, to be honest.
Yeah. I thought that said driving and it says diving, and I apologize for clicking on it.
You dirty bastard.
I was scared it would make noise. I wanted to see the Defender.
But now we got a Mark IV Golf there. That's quite good.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up.
With the black bonnets, that's rally spec.
You know it's fast.
Yeah.
And lowered in the back, at least.
I've got something cool we can talk about. Because I need to show you some pictures.
I have a question as well. I have a pretty heavy question that might have real-life consequences.
Oh, fuck. I can't wait for that. You have to start when you give it an intro like that.
Yeah, there's 2 levels to it. The first level, I'll leave it vague. 1, if I were to buy a sub 400,000 kroner fun summer Porsche, what am I looking at?
All right, so
Old,
sub 400,000.
Yeah,
it's not a lot of money for a Porsche, but you can actually have some real good fun.
Yep.
And as you know, I had the Boxster.
Yeah.
Myself, and that was way less than 400,000, and that turned out to be quite fun.
Yeah, the Gen 1.
Yeah. With this, it was actually the first Boxster ever in Norway.
Okay.
Was the demo car for Porsche before they became Porsche Norway.
That's cool. How did you not keep that?
I bought an apartment. It wasn't my dream car.
No,
but
It's iconic. Sell it to.
it's not iconic.
Yeah, sell it to Porsche. Dude, they're going up now. People
No,
want
they're
those.
not.
Yeah. People want those. If you get the right one, people want
Yeah,
it.
it was definitely a cool car, but like my dream car has always been the air cooled ones.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna get next. But there's a shitload of those Boxsters out now, actually.
Yeah.
Those cheap Boxsters, first gen.
What about this?
Oh shit, the
968 Club Sport.
And that actually, this car has been out for like 2 years on Fin,
Yeah.
off and on,
I've seen that.
but it's never sold.
I'm curious as to why.
I talked to the owner of it.
It's a speed yellow, just to catch everybody up. It's a speed yellow.
Yeah.
968 from 1993.
Yeah.
And back then, when they painted this car a crazy color, they would paint every accent the same color. So the seats,
The wheels as well.
wheels.
The seats.
all the details, all the stitching, everything is speed yellow.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, for
Might
for
be too
you
cool.
And, for you and me, it's so cool, really. But you will never get Elisa in that thing.
No, she
will
hates
hate
it.
you.
She hates it. I've tried. I've tried to sell it on her,
Yeah.
but
No
man, I mean,
woman will ever enter that car.
look at that's like a poor man's GT car.
Yeah, it's the perfect car if you're homosexual and you want like some male attention and
You know,
not
people to
female.
notice. Man, see, I think it's cool. I love that thing.
I think it's
Under 200,000
very cool as
kilometers.
well.
It has
Yes.
been driven quite a bit for what
Yeah,
it is.
It's supposed to be driven. I actually spoke to the owner of that car a couple of years ago at Rudskogen.
Yeah.
Really cool car, really cool guy as well.
Okay.
Like mid-50s. Yeah.
Nice to the car.
I don't know. It's hard to know. Just
I hope
for
not.
5
The
minutes.
thing better be raised.
Yeah, you got to
You
use
know-
that thing.
The only problem is the engine.
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder. But the 968, didn't they have a 3-liter?
Yes. 240 horsepower, 3 liter.
That should be actually quite a good engine. 3-liter. It's still 4-cylinder, I know, but
I hear it sounds pretty good
yeah, it should be.
for
right.
a 4-cylinder.
Yeah. That's always the elephant in the room.
For
That could be quite good for less than 400. You could actually get some 928s.
Yeah. This one is, it's automatic, but
Yeah.
it's pretty.
The interior was really nice. The design of those cars. I've never been a particularly big fan of those cars.
It's heavy.
It's heavy and it's just so weird even today. It looks futuristic even today, like 30, 40 years later.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a 5 liter engine or something? 4.5?
4 point something, 4.5.
V8?
Yeah, V8s.
Front engine, V8.
They're not that fast, but they're actually flat plane crank.
Okay.
If that means anything to you.
No.
If you get like an
done.
American V8, pushrod V8,
Yeah.
you get that
Yeah.
sound. But a flat plane crank is why Ferraris sound different than a Mustang,
Okay.
basically. So you get a special sound from the flat plane. It doesn't
Okay.
sound like burbly.
Higher revving.
Yeah, it's a lot more high revving as well. So I wouldn't say it sounds like a modern Ferrari. It definitely doesn't. The 928s are actually quite muted as well.
Okay.
So you need to pep up the exhaust.
Okay.
Those cars.
Man, see, 200,000 kroner
Yeah.
for, it's probably not going to lose that much.
It can lose. Can't lose anymore.
No, it's
No.
already cheap.
Yeah, it's finished. Yeah, basically. But
But it's automatic.
Yeah,
70% of them were.
Those cars will go up in value at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. They should have done already, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Like, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, as long as there's 8 handfuls of 911s out there, nobody's going to put money into these.
Yeah, that's
Scary
the thing.
part.
Yeah, that's
So to see one with an upgraded interior like this,
yeah,
that's rare.
yeah.
All the
definitely.
other ones are shit.
Actually, where my girlfriend's parents live, their neighbor has a Bahama Yellow 928. What's it called?
It's cool.
The S2 as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's got like a
300.
tiny bit of body kit on it, just original body
Wait,
kit.
do you know what year?
No,
Later,
I
or-
don't, but I actually have a video of it.
They were doing like 300, 350.
Yeah,
I think at the end, 350.
look at this thing.
See, that's a pretty
That's
car.
the color.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool. Everybody hates the
It's got
928.
It's just a tiny bit of spacers on it as well, so you get the stance quite right.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Yeah, but I think that might be original. So that's
Really?
the S2 body kit that you see there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's a really cool car.
So it's either that or the 968 Club Sport.
Or a second gen Boxster.
Or there's. I don't want to go that modern. If it's gonna be that price, it's got to be
Vintage
old and collectible. But if it's gonna be that price, there's got to be something cool about it.
Yeah.
I can't get a modern era car that's cheap.
I just can't believe that you can actually get like a 2005, 2006 Boxster for less than 300. You can now.
For now.
Yeah, it's insane.
But if the 944s and 924s are anything to go by, those boxes aren't going up in price anytime soon.
No, I think you're right. Yeah,
they're stuck there.
Yeah. At least for a good while.
As long as 911s are around.
Yeah, and the fact that they sold shitloads of them.
The problem is, like, they're competing with a pretty good generation of 911.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants that era of car,
yes,
that 911 is a monster option.
And the
997
the cheapest 997s aren't that much. You know, they're a bit more, but you know the gap is
600,000 ish.
600,000, you can get a pretty good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, see now I'm considering not spending 400,000 on a 968 CS.
But actually, you could get like as you have here, like a convertible air-cooled SC, something like that.
Yeah, that thing was on the market for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I offered him a budget.
You did?
I offered him a price, and 10 minutes after he posted it, I offered him a price, and he was like, "No, sold."
Shit. Yeah, it was like off market really fast.
My favorites are goofy.
Yeah, I can see. You got a lot of 944s there, so that explains it.
I had a 944 period. There was a time in my life where I was like, if I'm gonna get into Porsches, it's like apartments.
Yeah.
I gotta get in on the bottom floor and then work up.
Yeah, that's the way it works basically.
But I think I saved this before I got the Defender.
Yeah. This is not a good sign when it says in the headline, it says EU okay.
Yeah, okay. Until like next week.
Yeah. So that basically says that the owner is pronouncing the fact that it's legal to drive.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's always a bad sign.
But in their mind, they're like, I've saved him the effort of EU approving it. But in his mind, he's like, I went through a lot of shit to get this EU approved.
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, definitely. It just says it's sold.
100,000 kroner.
Yeah,
you get
probably a shit box.
But I would get that and I would lift it.
You would lift it?
Yeah, I get a 9. If I were to spend 100,000 kroner.
Speaking of ruining it.
Yeah, I would ruin the hell out of it.
That rare differential would last 5 minutes with you. Lifting it and putting bigger wheels on it as well. Off-road tires.
It's here to be used. I want to break it.
The headlights don't even fit.
No, they're sticking up a little bit.
So it's always
it's also, did it hit a pole? No.
He must have. That is not factory. Let's just say that.
Fin.no is the best. We could do a whole podcast just looking through Fin.no
basically.
And making fun of
I don't
cars.
think this is factory as well. This body kit.
That looks low and chunky.
The car never deserved that body kit, let's just say.
Why are people putting money into 944s? Why you buy a 944 and then try to make it look marginally better?
Yellow. That's the way to go.
Yellow dials?
Yellow dials.
Oh, yellow details in a car is, well, I say that having hyped up that speed yellow 968, but
also really interesting ergonomics of the rear seats of like the 944, the 928. It just basically looks like something you would eat your cereal after. Basically,
it's just a bowl.
Yeah, it's a bowl.
It's just a bowl. If you are taking that on a long drive with somebody in the back, there will be a puddle of sweat, of butt crack sweat just sitting in there.
Like a cocktail of enjoyment.
Jesus Christ. But do you think they'll ever be cool? Like, are 944s cool?
Like, from an enthusiast point of view, yes, they are.
Just because
what it
is.
It's just it's cool because it's weird and it's ugly.
Yeah.
You know, some cars are cool like that, but personally, I would never buy it.
Yeah. Would you buy any transaxle axle Porsche?
No. Because I think that's a lot of the problem of those cars. Is that I think a lot of people actually think they're cool, but no one wants them. So
everybody's in the closet. Everybody's in the closet with these transaxle Porsche.
Yeah, definitely.
They just gotta admit they are cool. Magnus Walker loves them.
Yeah, but Magnus Walker loves everything Porsche.
Yeah, but he's a trendsetter. We got to follow him. It's his job. It's like him and Jerry Seinfeld. Whatever they said. Jerry Seinfeld bought a 944 Turbo S and said it was one of the most fun cars. I might have made up that part.
He's a very cool guy.
Yeah.
Did he? Did he? Oh, shit.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
But he's like he's a really cool guy.
He's the man.
Of course.
He's the man. He's a god.
I just love that program. Just what's it called? Celebrities.
A Seinfeld is what it's called.
No, fuck you.
The B movie. I think you're thinking of.
I'm thinking about celebrities in cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's really just.
It's good.
You can just sit back, have the coffee, have a beer, and just.
It's good. Yeah.
That's the sound of that show. That's just.
Just slow paced, funny. Jokes at their own pace. I wish it was long though.
Yeah.
It's like 20 some minutes. I wish it was like 3 hours.
But maybe that's enough for some of those celebrities on it.
No. Let them talk. Let them have a full conversation. Hey, look, we've been talking for 32 minutes already.
Oh, shit.
That's already like 10 minutes longer than the show is. It's just let them talk. People who are funnier than us, they're muting them.
Yeah, definitely. Why? Definitely.
It should be a podcast.
But
have you followed? Actually, do you know Spike's Car Radio?
No.
That's
actually haven't.
Spike Ferriston is a writer for Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And him and Jerry started a podcast.
Oh,
and then really? Jerry sort of like shows up whenever he shows up now, but the solid cast is Spike, Johnny Lieberman.
Yeah, Johnny's good. Johnny's good.
He's good. He's good in small doses.
Yeah, he can be too much. Like, it can be too much. But on Motor Trend and stuff like that, I think it's quite entertaining.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a good writer.
Yeah.
What's the saying? He's like never in doubt, but hardly correct. Yeah. No. And then they have a lawyer friend of theirs, Paul Zuckerman, who is absolutely the funniest, most genuine character in the car community.
I listened a lot to The Smoking Tire with Matt Farah.
Yeah, okay.
So they have like Johnny on, they have Zuckerman.
Yeah.
And of course Spike as well. Yeah. Has been guests on the show.
Yeah, and then Matt used to be a permanent fixture on Spike's Car Radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of the same of the same vibe, right?
Just more like watered down.
Yeah.
Less strictly car.
Yeah.
More like just funny guys hanging out.
Yeah. Sounds like a good recipe.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. Yeah. Those guys are really good.
Have you seen the story that my brother posted today?
Yeah.
In the car?
Of him desperately trying to hide a smile.
It's desperately trying to hide a smile and a small trouser tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is so excited about that car.
Explain that. You have to explain that car to everybody.
Well, basically, my brother last autumn bought himself a 1970s model 911, originally a T.
1970, right?
Yeah. So it was originally a 911T. It was actually an old police car.
Oh, what?
Yes.
That I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, it's quite cool. So it still has the mountings for the sirens and shit on the roof.
Oh.
But it's just been painted over.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like trying to return some of the stuff inside to police standards.
That's cool.
Like it would have been in the time. But the car's had a really rough life. I think they found out it had been repainted 5 times at least in different colors.
I saw it on Finn when it was black and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look quite rough.
It was underpriced, but believably so.
Yeah. And like the guy who owned it basically was like a 0 fucks given guy.
Yeah. Good.
Never a good start, but yeah. His plan was always to tear it down to bare metal and just start over. So that has done a full paint job. He's gone for a color called light ivory white.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Porsche launch color.
Yes,
OG
definitely. And just really 70s as well. That color, I think. With the ivory. A lot of cool details, and it's going to be like black Fuchs, not high gloss, but like silky.
Outlaw style, murdered out.
And the engine is not original, definitely not. But he's he's tearing it down, and the car is just full of details.
It looks good.
He has changed the deck lid to something made of metal. All the switches inside the old 911s are actually made of plastic.
Oh yeah.
He's changing every single one for brushed aluminium.
That he found online?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Badass.
so many parts you can get for those cars.
That's cool.
Even like the handbrake, there's no plastic on it anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is brushed aluminium.
And there's no chrome on the outside anymore. He
Deleted.
cleaned it up a lot.
Yes.
It's cool.
But not with plastic, no, like with proper materials all over.
It's an outlaw car.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Gangster
even the door pulls
spec.
are made of just so thick leather.
Yeah.
It's really nice to just touch, and everything is up. He's building that car right now, just assembling the interior as we speak, probably. And I'm going there tomorrow just to help him. Yeah,
he won't stop for like a month now.
He is every single day he's in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go not with him, but to the. Yeah, you're going as well to the air cooled Porsche meet.
Fuel lift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's gonna be rad.
Cool.
Oop.
It's gonna be cool to death.
I think that was the battery running out. That's apparently
It's
how.
actually a good thing that it warns you, at least.
That is how long you can record, I guess. No, 63%. Oh, it was temperature. It got too hot.
Really?
Okay, this section of the podcast is without visuals.
Yeah.
We'll put up a picture of.
The camera just basically reacted to my brother's 911. That's what it did. It melted.
We'll put up a suitable picture.
So hopefully we're gonna get that car ready for fuel lift, which is in like middle of May.
Yep.
So we got like a month left.
May is a very car-centric month for me.
I just love it. Everything is just like voidmönstringen. You've been there probably.
No.
What the fuck is it called? Where the horses race in Bærum.
Oh, like a track.
Yeah,
like
a horse track. Øvrevoll, it's called.
Okay.
It's a horse racing track, and every single year, I think it's like 70 years tradition or something. It's been something called voidmönstringen, which is basically like every single car guy in Oslo and in the area around takes their beautiful, nice car out just to hang out. It's just cars and coffee on fucking steroids.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We got to start doing that.
And everyone's, is just polishing the cars. The cars are just perfect for that venue.
Take the Defender.
Yeah, you would actually gather quite the crowd with
That'd
a
be fun.
Defender. Yeah, just all cars, just Defenders. You got brand new Lamborghinis, Ferraris, classic cars.
That'd be fun.
Most probably the cars with the most expensive cars in the array will be there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and new and old ones.
That's cool.
Yeah,
we gotta do more of that. We
definitely.
I did one last year, like a super car photography focused meetup.
Okay.
Where I was just told like car photographers, bring your cameras. If you have a car, bring your car. Come hang out and let's shoot. And I borrowed a car from you guys.
Yeah, it was a blue 911.
Yep, gentian blue 911 C4S cab. Yeah.
Just sold that actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been there for a sec. Tis the season though. Convertibles.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like both of them went just like that.
Yeah. And it was fun. Like the only way I told people was one story on Instagram. Yeah. And we had like 5 other 911s show up.
Oh.
We had a dude with a GLS 63 AMG.
That's a cool car.
Which was rad.
Yeah, that's a cool car.
There was a dude with like a R32 Skyline.
Oh.
That was pretty cool.
Not the 33, like the 32, the
32,
proper Godzilla spec.
OG, yeah.
Like the
green.
Skyline GTR or just a regular?
I think it was the 32. I'd have to find. I'm an idiot when it comes to Japanese cars.
Yeah, to be honest with me as well. But those cars are so tacky, but they're so fucking cool as well. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have them. And it was like right-hand drive.
Oh,
it was cool.
Is.
From Japan.
Yeah. So those cars are just like everything you touch inside is so plasticky, so bad, so terrible.
It still is.
Yeah, it still is. And but just everything like the dynamics and the engines and the drivetrain are just so over-engineered.
Yeah.
In those cars.
Yeah. That's why they get like 1,000 horsepower.
And with no sweats.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. And
would you
MX-5s
own a Japanese car?
I would love to, desperately. I don't know why, but I would love to. I don't know shit about them. They're actually right now on Finn, the 350Z from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, the poster car.
Like the car?
Yeah, in Norway. It's available.
Really?
Yeah, it has like annotations from the car guy.
That's got to be cool.
How am I going to find
It's
that?
going to be really like Norwegian would say harry.
Oh, it's super sketchy.
Yeah.
Or sleazy or tacky. I don't know where.
It's Kirby as well down there.
How am I going to find this?
Yeah. But like in the blue/green color.
No, it was brown.
Brown. Like I said, the color of 2022.
Here it is.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
It's so ugly.
I have to return my statement of that being cool. That is.
It's got NOS, limited slip diff.
Yeah. And does the VIN stand for Vin Diesel or vehicle identification number?
They went through 955 other Vin Diesels before.
Probably, yeah. Like
he wasn't even in the movie. Which
probably
is
the amount of takes for that scene, probably with Vin Diesel.
Yeah, the one at the end.
Yeah, so they got it the scene for on take 956.
He crashed every other version of this car. He just kept crashing.
It was the one from Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it's the poster car
with the exhaust sticking out.
Yeah,
like a meter behind the car.
Yeah, cool shit. The villain's car.
It is just so fucking ugly.
It's super ugly. But how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's it in the movie.
Yeah.
It's the actual fucking thing. That's so rad.
And it's in Norway. That's weird.
And it's signed by people who know things.
Hector. Who the fuck is Hector?
Is that the main guy?
And there's something upside down.
Screen used car from Fast and Furious 3. Wow.
And Hector has
signed by some random dude.
That's probably the current owner, don't you think?
Look at this. It's got a fat bottle of NOS in the back.
Yeah. So NOS is basically like laughing gas, right? You want to have a good time, you can just...
Nitrous oxide, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the laughing gas.
Yeah, you just suck it in, plug it in your car, and drive fast.
Like, if your lady gives birth on the way to the hospital, you can just unplug your NOS and just...
Outside of a club, make some money, just hook a hose up and send it into the line.
So cool.
Or you're standing in line at the club holding a bottle of branded NOS. Instead of whippets, you just go full speed.
I met a guy at work the other day who had like a car. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a super tacky 90s Japanese car. Integra, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's actually
cool.
Yeah, a bit cool.
Did it have lights underneath?
That's my fucking point.
Oh, yeah.
Installed fucking neon lights underneath.
Street glow.
And smoke machines.
Cool.
So when you park the car, every single time you park the car, at night at least, just on with those lights.
I'll take 2.
And 2 fucking smoke machines.
But it has to be like, you can't get some like throwaway Japanese car. It has to be something somewhat revered. Like a Skyline.
Yeah.
Or not a 350Z. It's not.
It's not revered. I wouldn't say.
Not yet.
No.
I
haven't driven them, so they could be quite good. I don't know. But
I want a 240.
They're V6, so they should be a bit fun.
Yeah, the driftiest cars in the world, right?
Short wheelbase as well.
Yeah, and no, I don't know.
But you can buy that car.
I'm never gonna buy that car. How much is it? 490,000. Jesus Christ. It's cool though.
Probably one fucker is gonna buy that thing.
I would high five the dude who owns it. I would not envy him.
No, definitely. That's the way to go.
It's so ugly.
That's
cool. But it would be cool to have like a 240Z.
Yeah, 240s. Yeah, actually, me and my brother looked at 240s a couple of years ago before we really got into Porsches.
Yeah.
240s were, at that time, maybe not the 240s, but the 260s, at least, they were less desirable.
280s are pretty cheap right now as well.
But they're not as good looking, to be honest, as the original ones. But we were looking into those cars, and you've probably seen the video on a guy called Dave Scholes in Los Angeles.
No.
Petrolicious did a video with him. He's got the red 240Z.
Okay.
We just straight pipes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It runs 100 octane. So it's tuned so it's sort of like 350 horsepower from that old engine.
What engine is in that? That's not
the
stock.
original fucking engine.
You got that much out of it?
I think it's bored out, but it's still carbureted.
It's held together by tape.
Yeah, but the car actually is. It genuinely is. You can see that he's got a red car. He's got red tape on the side, just to sort of camouflage the tape.
Yeah,
holding it together. But he's got 350 horsepower, straight pipe, white powder coated exhaust, sticking up like this at the back. It's so cool, and the bees as well.
Let's see if I can turn this camera.
It is probably one of the loudest cars I've ever heard.
Loudest cars you've ever heard.
Well, that's a big statement.
As a
but
240.
Yeah,
what is wrong with people?
It is
Why?
properly loud, but it's. Cool.
I saw a dude actually. I met a guy. Here, let me clap. Cool. I met a guy in Kristiansand who has a Volvo 740 with a 2JZ engine in it.
No,
it's so cool.
That's not street legal.
No, it's a drift car.
All right, yeah, that explains.
To see somebody putting a 2JZ in a Volvo is the funniest.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Let's talk about fucking Volvos. What
is it
Volvo? With? No, I'm not gonna get a Volvo. But what is it with old Volvos being like an original 240 is like
collectible
these days? What is it about those cars?
Don't know.
Why do people really love them in Norway?
The engine's strong. No, not really. They get
quite
like
strong, but
300 horsepower, 400. No,
I don't think you got that much as well. But it's like the ultimate bil.
Yeah,
in Norway.
Dude, if you wanted to make some money, you go to the States, buy 240s and bring them back.
Yeah, you could.
I bet you make a lot.
Yeah, you could do that.
Buy a boat, let it sink in the middle of the Atlantic.
I've never gotten why people like those cars because I don't see where is the specialty.
I don't get it
Where is the
either.
specialness?
No.
But
and they make them look way ugly too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
they trash them.
Basically, bad taste all over the plate. But why?
No, I don't know.
Why do people like Volvos?
I don't know. How much is like a good? I'm not gonna look into it. I'm not gonna give it more thought than that.
But you haven't seen like the P1800 is quite. It's a really beautiful car.
Very pretty car.
Yes, yes, and I understand why people want those cars.
Yeah. Like the Amazon.
Yeah, the Amazon is. It's quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Quite cool as well. But modern Volvos are just they're quite nice cars.
The new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the rebranding.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
After the Chinese got involved, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm excited for the new Polestar, the Polestar 3.
Yeah, tell me about the lake shit you were doing.
Oh, yeah. We went up and shot with Polestar for like some ice driving.
Yeah.
They had journalists on day one, and then they had customers on day two.
Oh, so they brought customers there as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was fun.
That's cool.
The customers were funny. But the most
Probably
crashes happened from the employees.
I guess.
Yeah, they went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then they had a custom-built Polestar 2 dubbed the Arctic Circle car.
You need to tell me about those wheels because they were so
cool. OZ, I think it was 17-inch OZ racing wheels. With
OZ wheels are just
they're super cool.
Yeah.
It had 4mm studs.
Yeah. Full lappy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Lifted, I forget how much. Also, the suspension was switched to Öhlins adjustable suspension, and
you get those from stock, right? You could go.
You can, but to adjust them, you got to go under the car. For this one, they pushed up through the hood. So if you lift the hood, you can take an Allen wrench and adjust the suspension.
Okay, that's
which is rad. Cool. Just like the Polestar 1.
Yeah.
But on the Polestar 1, you can just use your fingers.
Yeah.
It had like a custom made shovel made out of carbon fiber. Super cool. Just a little cool thing.
Details.
And then the seats were some sort of like Recaro lookalike Sparco.
That's cool.
Super fast seats.
Cool.
Yeah.
How I've driven a Polestar 2 once.
Yeah.
So I don't really know the car.
Okay.
But how was that car nice? I guess you drove it.
Yeah, it's good. The problem is it's locked in a 50-50 power distribution front back. But that's once you're going like full beans. Up until full beans, like full beans? Up until full beans, yeah. I think that's the technical term. If you feather and get comfortable with like the throttle and the depth of the throttle, you can keep a lot of the power in the back. If you
you have to like monitor it.
Just keep it in control. But if you push it too much, it pushes power forward because it feels it slip, and then you're stuck.
But you can like disable all the traction control shit as well.
Yes, yeah. Sport mode disables it, I think.
Okay.
So
can you drift it? That's on ice.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lot harder than the Tesla.
Yeah.
So the Tesla Model 3 Performance.
Yeah.
The reason I bought that is because it's super easy.
Yeah.
The pole start is possible, but you got to be somewhat talented. It's an electric car, so the base is easy. But
that's the critique I've heard of those cars. I haven't driven it in any sort of sporty fashion. I just test drove it just driving around the city, and it was quite nice. I liked the experience. But
stiff?
A bit stiff.
Did you drive the performance package with the gold?
To be honest, I don't remember.
Gold seatbelt?
No, I did not. That wasn't just standard seatbelts. I think it was just a box standard car.
Okay.
It was quite just nice as a daily commuter car.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel sporty.
No, the base model doesn't.
No.
The upgraded suspension in the performance one, that's the Öhlins.
Yeah.
They're very stiff.
Okay.
And you can adjust them. So you can make them either stiffer or you can loosen them up a bit.
Okay.
And then it also has the performance brakes.
Okay.
And those brakes are incredible. They're so strong.
Yeah.
So strong. They made my Tesla look like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tesla has the Tesla brakes, I don't know if it has different brakes for the performance package or not. They're red.
So yeah, but that doesn't mean that in Tesla
I don't think
world,
it's different.
No, probably not.
I think it's still 4-piston in the front and 2-piston in the back.
Yeah.
But on the Polestar, they're very, very strong.
Yeah.
Very impressive. But other than that, it's too tall. It's too narrow. It's not quite, the wheelbase isn't long enough.
No.
It's not
fun.
sporty. But it's just if you like driving sporty on a Sunday every now and then, it can handle it. Other than that, it's a good car.
But it probably wasn't designed for it either. So
no.
It can be excused, to be honest. It was just designed as a nice, good-looking commuter.
But have you seen what's coming up?
No.
So Polestar, their 5-year plan is to release a new car every year.
Oh, shit.
Next year is the Polestar 3, which is an SUV.
Yep.
And then they're making a crossover for the Polestar 2.
Okay.
Then the Polestar 5 is it's the Precept.
Yep.
Which is the super cool 4-door saloon.
Yep.
That thing is beautiful. I can't wait for that to come out. And then the next one after that is called the O2, which is a 718 competitor, a Boxster competitor. It's very cool. Let's see. Polestar O2. Polestar O2. And this thing
it's probably
is
going to be out around the same time as the Boxster as well.
I think so.
That looks good.
It's a good looking car. Hard top convertible.
So you can choose, or is it
I think it's a convertible with a hard top.
Go back to the this photo.
Wait, which one?
Basically this one.
Yeah.
The line is so Koenigsegg.
It's very Koenigsegg.
Yeah, the first couple of Koenigsegg's.
And that's pretty intentional because they're working with Christian von Koenigsegg. I don't know. Yeah, so there's some sort of collaboration there that they haven't really explained.
Yeah.
So this is it in real life.
Shit,
it actually exists.
Yeah.
It's a very cool little car.
It does look really good. I didn't love the wheels, to be honest, but I'm an old shit.
This is a track for a drone.
Cover.
Why not?
So cool.
So a drone can come out of here, lift off, and then take pictures of you while you're driving for some reason.
Fuck, we didn't need that.
Who knows? But it's cool. Why not? At least you have it.
That's the next gen dash cam. Just have
exactly.
following you around. Yeah.
But still a round steering wheel, still pretty conventional on the inside, which is nice. They're not taking huge risks with the interior, but I like it because of that.
But the design from the sides, it looks very sporty. Is it going to be a sports car underneath? That's what I'm...
It's electric, so it can be whatever you want it to be, right?
Yeah,
all they have to do is turn a dial and you get more power.
Yeah, and different handling as well.
Yeah.
Those cars.
But it looks super low.
Yeah.
But
it's a concept car, so it's not going to be that low once it reaches production.
Good question. Probably. But it's not... it's low when you look at the arch, but when you look at the lip, it's not that.
Yeah, okay, it's not too bad.
It looks drivable.
911. Yeah. And
the 911 is pretty tall.
And it's actually they have actually been able to imprint the Polestar-ness.
Yes. So you look at the headlight
it's also
design.
a bit like a Corvette actually on the front. That's not high praise, but
So they're finally like settling into their design language.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, the smallest picture I could find.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the headlights, the Precept.
That's the one you were talking about.
That's the Precept.
Oh,
it's the coming out in like 3 years.
So beautiful.
That's a very good looking car.
Yes.
And they have like videos where they show it to Christian von Koenigsegg and he looks around. It's like, he's in there somewhere. Cool. But I don't know.
They wouldn't have shown him if he weren't in there, you know, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, he wouldn't just volunteer for that as like, oh, Sweden, cool. But like the interior is super clean.
It's very, very Swedish.
Very Swedish.
Yeah.
Very simple. Suicide doors.
That's always a plus if you want to commit suicide.
Suicide doors are cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Rolls Royce has them, so why not? And like,
it actually makes it a lot easier to just hit the seats if you're drunk.
Yes.
And if someone picks you up and you go straight in there.
Run full speed. You dive.
Just dive in there. Yeah.
If you have too much speed, you shoot out the other side. It's perfect. You know what else has suicide doors? Is the Honda Element. And I think that is the car of the year this year. I'm going to give it to that. So there you go. The Honda Element, the 2005 Honda Element is the 2022 car of the year. Ooh. And on that note,
that's a hard sell.
I'm going to end it there. This is good. This is good. We almost hit an hour. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's enough.
Now it's time to go drive.
I'm going to kick your ass at Gran Turismo.
You probably are. I'm not very good at it.
You had the game for at least some time.
I don't improve. It's my policy.
but we're going to have a couple of these as well.
Yeah.
So the driving is not going to improve.
I'm just refilling this with water, trying to get you drunk. So But that's it. Perfect. Thank you very much, Sindre.
Yeah.
It's good times. And on that, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. Peace.